Hi, it's Robbie Marvin again, and this is the second of a series of installments that I talked about last time, which will hopefully be a dialogue between the community and myself, discussing different ways that we can improve ourselves and improve one another as well as a community. And what I wanted to talk about today is a New Year's resolution that I set for myself, which is to eat less processed foods. And this really came as an inspiration from watching the movie Food Inc. And while they're probably a little bit biased, I learned a little bit about the food that I'm eating that I didn't know before. How a lot of the food I'm eating is genetically enhanced before it even gets to the supermarket. How these hogs and these chickens are in these small confines, and whether you agree with the moral principles of that or not, it's the fact that ma and pa farmer, the ones who are working hard, have to live by this certain set of standards, and if they don't, then the X corporation rips up their contract and says, sorry, you're not allowed to produce this or do this anymore. It's gotten so ridiculous now that someone who saves their seeds, their corn seeds after the harvesting season, can't save them for fear that one of the other larger seeding companies, some of those seeds got sprung into their fields during the fall, and those were some of the seeds that got harvested in a bunch. And those seeds from these other corporations then are, they're patented. So ma and pa farmer, by using these patented seeds and selling them, are breaking our rules, are breaking our laws. And that's ridiculous that people can't do that. Another thing is the tax laws. The tax laws support major corporations. We put the incentive out there to produce big, to go big or go home. In other words, ma and pa farmer who have a smaller crop to go off of have a hard time making ends meet, where X corporation can really be a slave driver for all the farmers that are within its system, tell it to produce a certain way, grow a certain type of crop, use a certain type of seed, a certain type of pesticide, all that stuff, or we're not going to buy from you. That's pretty rough standards. So maybe I'm one person, but I wanted to help buck the trend, even if just a little bit, and just learn a little bit about it myself and about the food I eat. So I want to try to stay away from the canned vegetables, the canned fruits, to some extent, canned beans and meat and that sort of thing. So if you guys out there have any suggestions on how I can do that, how I can buck the trend, you got websites, if you know a way that I can tell which farmers to buy from at the farmers markets, I'd like to hear from you. And so that's all I had to share today. But I do want to remind you that if you've got different stories that you want to share, again, look me up on Twitter, look me up on Facebook. My name is Robbie Marvin. My email address, rjmarvin@hotmail.com. I appreciate you for taking the time to listen. I do hope you comment, whether it's good, bad, or even ugly in some cases. And we'll see you on the flip side.